Barry Funkhauser here with Joe and Julio and Chris. We're all here and the panel is on. And we've been talking a lot about movies that I haven't seen, but a lot of worlds that I don't know about, but it's been fascinating. So right now I want to know about your personal worlds. Now let's start with Julio because, dude, you have had so much going on. Tell us about the comic book store and the things that have happened.
It's been exhausting, actually. We had to move from our Devonshire location over to DeSoto.
Okay.
Yeah, we moved in like 4 days, right? We were moving on Thanksgiving. And we had some problems, some issues. It was raining inside the store. And I don't know if you guys know, but comic books are made out of paper.
What?
Yeah, there was a 3x3 hole in the ceiling, and our landlord was like, I don't see the problem. Yeah, I'm like, okay. Wow. All right, so we ended up getting out, and we went for it, man. We were looking at stuff that was the same size and stuff, but it was just crazy money. And then I was like, dude, Chatsworth's full of warehouses, and I can get one that's facing a main street. So we found one that was 7,200 square feet, and the landlord was like, he thought the idea was so cool, and we were going to add a recording studio and a film studio to it also. So we brought in a multimedia company, and we opened We Can Be Heroes Comics, TCG, and Studio. Wow. And we did it in less than a month.
Wow, man.
Yeah. You don't want to see the behind the scenes of what it looks like. It looks great on the floor, but like behind the closet doors and the office doors, it is a mess. But we're going to get it there.
So your new location is where you filmed your show?
No, that's the old location. So we were that was 3,500 square feet. Now we're in 7,200, 2 stories now too. And so that was being filmed right before the pandemic started, like a week before we got closed down.
Oh wow! Okay.
They contacted us, and we were going to be on the first season of it. And as you can tell, it's on the 6th season. If you watch the trailer for the first season, we're in it. But the pandemic happened, and I was so optimistic, like, oh, dude, they're not going to shut us down. Who shuts down America? That was like the last thing I said in what we filmed. And so they went with the whole, everyone's, hurting from the pandemic. And it was a really good story to tell, and it was affecting a lot of people. So they wanted to bring attention to that stuff. So then we were asked last year that they wanted us to do a big episode for the 6th season, and I was like, finally, and so they did it, and they used some of the footage from 4 years ago when we started, like a lot of the stuff where I talk about the action figures and stuff, that was from 4 years ago and 3.5 years ago or whatever. And
is that why you look so svelte?
Yes, I told my wife because I just opened a store and I had lost like 100 pounds, and basically I told her, now I'm going to reopen a store. I'm going to get fat again because 99% of the time I'm sitting grading books in an office, and like, what time is it? 10 o'clock. I haven't eaten all day. Bring me a pizza, Exactly. So that's how it is, and I told her, I go, okay, ready for the fat Julio to come back. So I'm working back on getting slimmer, but we got the show, we moved, it all worked out perfectly as far as timing. And I'm just getting ready to do all the events. I'm just tired because it went from Comic-Con to LA Comic-Con, all the problems in the building, finishing that show. And we started doing comics and cocktails, which, you've been a part of. It's just been crazy. And hopefully it all works out. Hopefully I stay open because that's the thing right now is that the comic book business has been affected. The economy has really affected everything. And I'm seeing people that I know close down their businesses that have been doing it for 30, 40 years. And it just breaks my heart. A lot of people always are like, oh, well, they're better for you, right? I'm like, no, I rather win in a competition, not this way, definitely not. No. And that's what was happening during the pandemic. A lot of these stores were closing, and we figured out quickly how to make ends meet. We went straight to Instagram, and I have a bunch of personalities that work here. So why not use that to our advantage? And so we went online and we started doing claim sales. And before you knew it, we were like, I'm going to teach my friend that has a shop that's closed I'm going to teach him the business of doing it online. And then we taught them. And then somebody hit us up about teaching other people and going into other people's businesses, over Instagram and helping them out make money. And I was just like, oh, this is so much more rewarding than just selling comic books, in a brick and mortar. So it's been a wild ride, and we've had some success, or hopefully it continues. And I have big dreams, man. So I want to keep this place going.
Yeah, we're big fans of your dreams, man. Tell us again about where can we see the episode on Amazon Prime? Is that?
Yeah, it's the Toy Store Near You, season 6, episode 5 on Amazon Prime. And those Nacelle guys are great. They are 100% big fans of us. And hopefully, I just talked to them a few weeks ago, right before this aired, because it premiered on Christmas Eve, that maybe we'll get a follow-up. And we did pitch an idea for a show. So we'll see what happens.
Well, hey, now that you got this big space, you did mention Comics and Cocktails, and a lot of people don't know what that is. Julio puts on an event where he invites a bunch of people out to peruse comics, meet some of their favorite artists, get signatures, and have some drinks while they're doing it. So, I know that one of the big things that was successful for your comic book store was getting out into the community and having these types of events.
Yeah.
Do you have anything coming up? And can I pitch our buddy Chris here to come out and cosplay as Spider-Man?
Yes, I would love that.
Throw me under the bus.
Well, we have so many events, like Comics and Cocktails will be back on February 17th, and hopefully you guys can all join us for that. And we have our big Block Fest is coming in April 13th, as a matter of fact. And this year we got approved for 3 blocks. And basically what happens is we take over 3 blocks in Chatsworth on Devonshire, and we just have a giant party. We have live music. We have food trucks, vendors of all kinds. And then you add a little We Can Be Heroes to it. We have a comic book convention outside, and we have cosplay, and I bring professional wrestling out into the middle of the street.
Wow.
And
this sounds so fun.
and it's not a party. It's not a We Can Be Heroes party if we don't have booze. And we have the best margaritas in town. We have Los Toros down the street that provides margaritas, and the local breweries here provide beer, and it is a party. And this year we are going from 2 blocks to 3 blocks, and we might have a pre-party. I will know on Thursday. We're having a big meeting for it and stuff. So I would love you guys to be there. Love
that
it.
Sounds fantastic.
Wow.
Yeah, Chris, how many costumes can you bring, man? How many do you got for us? Can you wear them all at the same time as well?
You're lucky to get me out of the dungeon, man.
I've not cosplayed Spider-Man in a while.
come on.
I thought they were joking.
You're one of the greatest Miles Morales cosplayers I've ever seen, man.
Which you cannot tell by the facial hair and whatnot. Thank you, I appreciate that. I need to get back into shape. I need to get back into Spider-Man shape. So that's the
You
reason
gotta
why
get back to Spidey shape so you can
Post-COVID Spider-Man.
swing down into the
and then do the
block party.
poses.
That would be great.
But
Well,
I'm sorry.
gentlemen, I think that's about it for the program. Chris, we're going to have you on for a full show because you are full
no worries.
of...
Yeah, super interesting dude.
Yeah,
thank
'cause,
you.
I mean, all you guys are talking over my head, but that's what I'm here for. So thanks for being here, guys. Thanks so much for being on the show, and we'd love
course.
to have you back.
Thanks for having us.
All right, this is Night Sounds.